Hey, I just did my Johnny Carson video, and I decided that you guys have to know something about me. I'm telling all of these wonderful, really great stories and fun stories and meeting all these people, but as you're watching them, I want you to keep something in mind, okay? I've been starstruck my entire life. Even though my father was in this business and I got to meet all these wonderful people, and my stories will still continue. You should also understand that I was so starstruck that I made such a fool of myself. I mean, really a fool of myself. Like, for instance, in the photo that you just saw in my Johnny Carson video, what I didn't tell you was, as I was being introduced to him, in that room, there was a wrought iron fence, and it was really just decorative, and it was only 2.5, 3 feet high, you know, with the scrolls and everything, in this wrought iron decorative fence. My dad introduced me to Johnny Carson. He was on one side of the fence, I was on the other, and I go to shake his hand, and my hand gets caught in this mesh of this fence, this divider, and I felt like a goddamn fool. Embarrassed to the point where I wanted to slither away. And Mr. Carson takes my hand and extricates it from this divider. To make matters worse, my father knew this, and whenever we would go anywhere, or he knew I was going to meet somebody, he would make it his business to make sure that not only did I meet them, of course, but, you know, he loved to see the look on my face when I was meeting these people, because he knew that I was so starstruck. I mean, I couldn't be myself. I would blather all over the place. I was like, Mom, and he enjoyed that. I mean, even the time that we had one time gone to the Friars Club. A lot of you may not know what that is, but it's the Friars Club is a wonderful club that's in Manhattan. It's for all Broadway people, and a lot of stars are there, and I'm going to tell a story about that. Anyway, there's an enormous staircase in there when you go down into the ballroom area, and just passing me, up walks John Wayne. Now, he didn't belong to the Friars Club. He wasn't in theater so much as the, films, but he was certainly invited a lot of the times to their functions, just passing me. And I look at him, and down I went. I mean, I literally fell down a flight of stairs. I wanted you to know this because I want you to keep this in mind as I'm telling you these stories. I made such a fool of myself. I was just so starstruck, and I still am. I could never, ever, go march in my father's footstep and become anything to do with being on stage. There's no way. I could look in, let's say, Paul Newman's eyes and get lost in his blue, gorgeous eyes. They were so blue, they were hypnotic. I just wanted you to know that stuff about me. My father enjoyed seeing me squirm. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world, because to him, these just were, ordinary people. It didn't bother him. So as I'm telling you these stories, keep that in mind, because as I'm meeting these people and talking to them, and in some cases getting to know them pretty well and making good friends with them, the whole time my heart is pounding, my palms are sweaty. The first time I met John Travolta, before he became John Travolta, I knew he was going to be a major star. And plus, he was gorgeous. And I'm just making this little addendum to my Broadway series so that you guys know where I was coming from. I was scared to death. I wanted so badly to meet these people, but I couldn't speak straight when I would meet these people. Just keep that in mind. So each and every time you hear one of these stories, remember, Joy was terrified, happy, scared. scared. I mean, to the point where I was like, I couldn't speak. Sometimes I felt like an idiot. Klutz. So for now, that's just my addendum, and I'm just going to say goodbye. Just always keep that in mind, please, because there's no way that I ever was graceful about meeting any of these people. I acted like a schmuck. Bye.